When you're trying to figure out how much you'll have in the future with the money that you invest, an easy way to do this is by using the rule of 72. The rule of 72 basically is an easy way to estimate how long it's going to take for the money that you invest to double. You take the number 72 and divide it by the interest rate that you think you could earn from your investment. That number gives you the approximate number of years it will take for your investment to double. So I'm a big fan in index funds and ETFs that track the US total market index, the S&P 500 index, which historically has had a 10% average annual rate of return before inflation. Otherwise, we can go with either 7% or 8%, just depends on who you talk to in the financial world. They'll go with 7%, 8%, 10%. I'm not a big fan of the 12% average annual rate of return when I'm using my calculations to project how much I'm going to earn. So let's start with 10%. The rule of 72 teaches us that our initial investment will double each 7.2 years. That's 72 divided by 10 from the 10% we hope to earn, and that gives us the 7.2 years. Now, using an 8% return results in our money doubling every 9 years. And using 7% as our average annual rate of return will result in our money doubling about every 10.3 years. So right now, so many people are going bananas about this Apple Vision Pro. I see the base price of like $3,500. Now, if you were to buy that Apple Vision Pro, there's an opportunity cost. So let's take the $3,500 that you would have spent on an Apple Vision Pro with a 10% average annual rate of return. That would be $7,000 in 7.2 years. Now let's take 4 of those 7.2 years with an average annual rate of return of 10%. You would have, after 28.8 years, $56,000. I'm not here to tell you not to buy the Apple Vision Pro, but I do believe it's worth knowing what your opportunity cost is when you make big purchase decisions like this. Whether it is the Apple Vision Pro or a phone or a car or whatever you're going to be spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, it's important to know what you could have earned over the long term. Even if you put something on credit and finance an item, you're likely paying interest that you could have earned. Instead, you're paying that interest to someone else who's making money off of you. So something really interesting when you use this math, how long after you hit the $100,000 milestone would it take you to break $1 million? Well, every 7.2 years, your money doubles. So $200,000 after 7.2 years, then $400,000 after 14.4 years, and $800,000 after 21.6 years. And the math tells us that at 28.8 years, our money doubles to $1.6 million. And along that journey, you can expect to hit $1 million around the 24-year mark. Now, if you're expecting an average annual rate of return of 8%, you can project that $100,000 initial investment to double to $200,000 after 9 years, not 8 years. Remember, 72 divided by 8 is 9. And then after another 9 years, at the 18-year mark, you'll have $400,000. And then you'll hit $800,000 at the 27-year mark. And then by the 36-year mark, you'll have $1.6 million with an average annual rate of return of 8%. And my calculations show with that average annual rate of 8%, you'll hit $1 million by the 30-year mark. Now, I know $100,000 is a huge financial milestone, but there's a way to achieve this fast. The video on the screen will teach you this. Click on it and I'll see you over there. Peace.